Welcome to Storied Audio. The first time I realized something was wrong with Ingrid, it wasn't the way she looked at me, though that was unsettling enough. It was the way the air changed when she entered a room, as if the temperature dropped just for me, as if she carried winter in her bones. Byron never noticed. He adored his sister, trusted her completely, and I adored him, so I tried to ignore the way her eyes followed me like a predator tracking something fragile. But then she whispered, not normal whispering. Not even human whispering. The first time, I was alone in the hallway outside the bathroom. The house was quiet, the kind of quiet that presses against your ears. Then, right behind me, a voice like cold breath sliding across my neck. You don't belong here. I spun around. Nothing. Just the long hallway, shadows stretching too far, as if the walls were breathing. I told myself it was stress. I loved Byron, deeply, fiercely, and meeting his family mattered to me more than I wanted to admit. So I swallowed the fear and smiled through dinner. But Ingrid kept watching, and the whispers kept coming. The next night, I woke to the sound of something dragging across the floor. Slow, deliberate. I sat up, heart pounding. Byron slept beside me, peaceful, unaware. Then the closet door creaked open. Not swung, not nudged. Opened. Smoothly, silently. Inside, the darkness shifted. A shape leaned forward, too tall, too thin. And then Ingrid's voice, soft as a blade sliding between ribs. He doesn't know what you are. I screamed. Byron jolted awake, grabbing me, pulling me into his arms. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. What happened? I pointed at the closet, shaking. But the door was closed, perfectly still. He held me until I stopped trembling. His warmth, his scent, the steady beat of his heart, it grounded me. I loved him more in that moment than I ever had. But beneath the comfort, fear curled like smoke, because I knew what I'd seen, and I knew Ingrid had done it. The next morning, I found Ingrid in the kitchen. She stood by the window, sunlight hitting her skin in a way that made it look wrong. Too smooth, too reflective, like porcelain warmed just enough to mimic life. She smiled when she saw me. Sleep well. Her voice was normal, but layered beneath it, faint, almost inaudible, was the whisper only I could hear. You should leave before he finds out. I stepped back. Why are you doing this? Her smile widened, but her eyes stayed cold. Doing what? The whisper again, threading through the air like smoke. You're dangerous. I fled the room. That night, things escalated. Byron and I were watching a movie when the lights flickered. Once. Twice. Then the room plunged into darkness. A low hum filled the air, vibrating through the floorboards. The shadows stretched, literally stretched, reaching toward me like hands. Byron stood, confused. What the? The TV snapped on by itself, static screaming through the speakers. The lights flashed. The shadows recoiled. And then Ingrid appeared in the doorway. Not walked. Appeared. Her eyes glowed faintly, like embers buried under ash. Byron stepped in front of me. Ingrid, what are you doing? She didn't look at him. She looked at me. You need to leave, she said aloud. But the whisper, the one only I could hear, said something different. Before you destroy us. Byron grabbed her arm. Stop it. You're scaring her. Ingrid's head snapped toward him, and for the first time, fear flickered across her face. Byron, you don't understand. She's... Enough, he shouted. The house went silent. And then Ingrid whispered one last thing. So quietly I felt it more than heard it. Tell her, Byron. Tell her what we are. He froze. My heart dropped. Byron, what is she talking about? He turned to me slowly, pain etched across his face. I wanted to wait. I wanted you to know me first. To love me first. I do love you, I whispered. His eyes softened, but behind them, something shifted. Something ancient. Something not human. Ingrid stepped closer, voice trembling with urgency. She's not like the others. She can hear us. She can see us. Humans can't do that. I stared at them both. What are you? Byron exhaled, and the lights dimmed as if the house itself responded to his breath. We're not human, he said. Not exactly. Our kind lives alongside yours, hidden. We blend in. We survive by staying unnoticed. Ingrid's voice sharpened. And she threatens that. Why? I asked. Because you can perceive us, Ingrid said. Only our own kind can do that. Humans are blind to what we are. Byron reached for my hand. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know you could see it. Hear it. Ingrid stepped between us. She's dangerous. If she can see us, others might too. She could expose everything. I would never, I said, voice shaking. But Ingrid wasn't listening. Her form flickered, edges blurring like smoke caught in wind. We can't risk it. Byron moved instantly, placing himself between us. You're not touching her. She's a threat. She's mine. The room trembled. The shadows writhed. The air thickened with something electric, ancient, powerful. Ingrid hissed, an inhuman sound, and the walls rippled like water. But Byron didn't move. He stood firm, shielding me with his body, his voice steady and fierce. If she goes, I go. Ingrid recoiled as if struck. You'd abandon your own kind for her? I love her, he said simply. And the house went still. Ingrid vanished, not walked away, not faded, vanished, like a candle snuffed out. Byron collapsed to his knees, exhausted. I dropped beside him, wrapping my arms around him. He buried his face in my shoulder. I'm sorry, he whispered. I should have told you. I should have trusted you. I held him tighter. I'm not afraid of you. He pulled back, eyes glowing faintly in the dim light. You should be. Maybe, I said. But I'm not. His breath hitched, a sound halfway between relief and heartbreak. I don't know what happens now. I touched his cheek. We figure it out. Together. Outside, the wind howled. The shadows shifted. Somewhere in the walls, something whispered. Not threatening this time, but watchful. Ingrid wasn't gone. Not really. But Byron's arms were around me, warm and real and trembling with love. And for the first time, I wasn't running. I was staying. With him. Whatever he was. Whatever I was becoming. Subscribe to the channel for more audio stories.